after you install Trademark HQ, the first thing you'll see is this dashboard. It instantly lists every potential trademark from your store, like your brand name, store logo, and product names. And notice the column labeled international class. Our app automatically assigns the right class for each mark based on what you sell. So you don't have to decode this yourself. And next to the class, you'll also notice color coded status chips showing the search results. For example, if we didn't find any identical trademarks in the USPTO database, you'll see a green chip that says no direct match. If there is a potential conflict, say your product name was already trademarked by someone, you'll see an alert that says direct match found, which is a heads up to investigate further. Note that these are preliminary directed searches, so they check for exact marks in the USPTO database. However, they don't flag lookalikes or soundalikes. So for deeper comprehensive search, we offer an optional comprehensive search package as well. Now let's actually go through filing a trademark using Trademark HQ. I'll click on one of my marks on the dashboard. Let's select brand name and hit start filing. This opens up our step-by-step filing wizard. The nice thing is this page is already pre-filled with a lot of my information pulled directly from Shopify. For example, my contact details are synced from my store settings, so I don't have to type those in. And the first panel at the top is mark information. I can see that the app has already dropped in my brand name, Snow Vista, and tagged the type as brand name. There's also a quick checkbox that asks if the mark includes a living person's name. In my case, it's no, so I'm good to go. Next is goods and services class for my trademark. If you're new to trademarks, the class is basically the category of products or services your brand covers, like clothing or electronics. Figuring out the right class can be confusing, but the app has already done that for me. It scanned my store and suggested the appropriate class for each mark. And in this case, it knows that the mark is for snowboards based on the product description. So it picked class 28 for me for sporting goods. Um, there's even a little why this class tooltip that explains the choice in plain language. um, this way, I understand the rationale and I'm confident we didn't miss anything. And if I did need to add another class, say I also sell clothing, which is a different class, the app would guide me through that too. So here I'm dropping in a description for pants from my store, but you can also type in pants if you want. But dropping in a product description will allow the app to capture the full breadth of the description for a category. So here I already captured pants, linen blended pants, travel pants, and lightweight pants. And by the way, these are all USPTO compliant descriptions. And if I also want to edit this, or if I need to add additional products under the same class, for example, I say I also sell t-shirts, you simply click on the edit button and add those in. I can also trim the list as needed. And the key point here is that the classification is basically handled by the app, saving me a huge amount of time. And after that, the app will walk me through adding a specimen if you're already using the mark in commerce. This is another area where people really get tripped up. A specimen is just the proof that you're using the mark in commerce. And in practice, it can be a screenshot of your website showing the product for sale or a product photo with your logo on it. We have a great set of examples with more details on the left if you need it. So for my store, I'll upload a screenshot of my product page where my brand name is clearly visible. And I'll go ahead and enter the rest of the details here, making sure that the dates are all correct. And we have the right URL for the specimen. And you also need to specify the goods that apply to the specimen. And so I'll go ahead and tick the box for snowboards. After I enter the details and click save, the app also does something really cool. It runs an instant specimen check. In my case, it returned a green label saying likely acceptable. That's great. It means the screenshot I provided is likely to meet the USPTO requirements for a valid specimen. If there were any issues, it would warn me. For example, if I uploaded a picture that doesn't actually show the mark being used to sell a product, I might get a warning like this one saying likely refused in red. plus an explanation of what's wrong. And so this AI specimen check saves a lot of time because it eliminates the guesswork for you, especially helpful if you're planning to file yourself without an attorney. Even if you are using an attorney, anytime you save them, it means you're saving unbillable time. And next and final section is applicant information. For this, because Trademark HQ syncs with my Shopify settings, this section should be mostly filled in with my details. You should review for correctness and add anything that's missing. All right, so now I have a completed page with all the details. I mostly just reviewed the pre-filled information. Now it's time to download my free application package. So if you navigate to the pricing page, you will see an option called free download. And under this option, Trademark HQ compiles everything I need into a handy PDF file. I've got that file here. So let me show you what's inside. It includes three things. So first is this attorney cover letter. This is a ready-to-go cover letter that summarizes the trademark application. So if I ever decide to hire an attorney to file on my behalf, I can just hand them this letter, and it has all the key details nicely laid out. Really, the point is to save billable time. Of course, if you're not hiring an attorney, it's still nice to have this cover letter for my application for my records. Next is application summary. This is really the star of this PDF. It's a line by line mirror of the core sections of the USPTO application, mark details, classes, specimen information, and owner data, all already filled in with my information. So all the key fields I'll need when I file online are right here in the exact format the application expects. So when I go to file the application myself on the USPTO website, I can use this summary to key in or copy paste each answer, which is really, it makes the whole process foolproof. No guessing, no typos. Everything's really mapped out for me. And finally, the FAQ and next step sheet. This is a super useful cheat sheet for DIY applicants. It walks me through the key steps from setting up a USPTO account to later tracking my application status in TSDR. And so that's the application package. And the best part is everything I just showed you is included in the free tier. You can run unlimited USPTO searches, generate as many packages as you like, and you can also re-download or update them whenever you need, all at no cost. In short, you get everything you require to file on your own in the free tier. With Trademark HQ, you only pay if you decide you want extra guidance, which is what we'll talk about next.